Greetings, Earthlings. You're listening to the Probing Aliens podcast. I am your host, Golf, aka Putt Putt, and today we're probing podcast. Let me return. And today, I am joined by the lovely group, Levity Podcast.
Let's go!
It's not like we literally just spent a whole fucking hour and a half.
Brainstorming.
Was it?
Brainstorming.
Fuck that. Brainstorming.
You need to brainstorm just a little bit.
Honestly, if you just wanted to hang out with us, you should have just told us. You know?
Yeah, dude, we're cool with that too. What the heck, man?
Yeah, honestly, I just needed somebody to talk to.
You
And,
should have just said so, man.
instead of one person, I found fucking 3 people.
Your brother's gonna love this one.
As you were saying with your introduction.
So I'm here with the Levity Podcast. They are also ATL based, running their own podcast. Why don't y'all introduce yourselves? Start with you first.
Man, I don't want to start again. Okay, just a second
short
ago, I
short
start myself and Taemin's asking copy me. So
Yeah.
hey guys, I'm HB.
You're boring as fuck.
Thanks, man. Fucked up.
Brainstorming, you gotta redeem yourself now. This is
Exactly.
different.
My name it's your boy HB.
Yeah.
Levity Podcast.
Yeah.
We talk about serious things, not so seriously. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shizzle. My name's Taemin. I'm one of the hosts of the Levity Podcast. I'm 23 years old, and I'm excited to be here.
My name is Phil, and I am an extraterrestrial.
Hey, that was
So
sick.
yeah, we
That
have
was
one
sick.
freestyler. We got one just regular dude and some ET kid I picked up on the street.
I am out of this world.
He's like Paul. Have you seen the movie Paul?
No.
Paul?
Yeah, like the alien movie Paul.
I feel like I've heard people telling me that.
No,
I should
it's
have watched the movie Paul.
Fucking hilarious.
It's like the Korean one, right? It's where it's like train.
Definitely not.
Busan,
But
but,
it was like two white dudes and an alien. But I forgot what the 2 white dudes were in it.
It's like an older movie, right?
Yeah, it's definitely like 2012, 2000. Hey, we're doing a podcast. If you don't mind, just silencing your phone. But yeah, we're the Levity Podcast.
And what do y'all do? What is the Levity Podcast about?
Levity Podcast is about talking about serious things. Actually, Phil, you say it this time.
What? I just said it last time.
I said it like
I could say it if you turn around.
Um,
So we're the Levity Podcast talking about serious things. Not
Wait.
so
The
seriously.
shirt has a
Yeah, it's our quote.
yo.
yes, this is our slogan. Please adopt our slogan. We talk about serious things, not so seriously.
And for those that are unaware, listeners, I'm staring at the one of one Levity Podcast shirt. It has the Levity Podcast cover art on one side and a host on the other.
Yeah, we actually, so the first ever sample we ever made is HB's girlfriend actually has it. Yeah. Yeah. And when I made that, after I made, so I got a size too small, so like it didn't really fit me. But I think
you look real sexy in it though.
dude, I looked huge, even though I weigh like 109 pounds. But
Wait, you weigh 109 pounds?
no, I weigh like 150.
Oh, okay.
But
We're around the same. We're around the same.
what I was gonna say, when I first made that shirt, so I love like creating shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I love create like the artistic side, right? So when even though that shirt looked like shit, when I've had it in my hand, I was like, damn, this is fucking cool. Like our brand is on a shirt.
That's some cool shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of the direction that I'm doing as a CCO.
Nice.
Phil's our BBC and
Certified cock observer. Sorry.
no, I'm
Dude,
looking.
Bro, Phil, I love you, man. Like, you,
Thanks, man.
I love you, man.
I gotta come up with new punchlines this
yeah,
week.
you're just like a fucking bank of these punchlines.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo,
literally, how
Phil,
the
without the fucking soundboard or without the tweaking the sound system, he's very happy guy.
Or Phil as a guest.
Oh yeah.
Instead of a host.
Oh my god, so much happier.
This is amazing.
all the pressure's like taken off of you guys, like trying to come up with like and lead the conversation.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? You know, since we had a little brainstorming session first, how does it feel like being guest instead of host? this
My
time
brain is empty now. I dumped everything.
No, it feels great. I mean, we're rich, we're famous. But
Yeah. Spiritually.
Everyone loves us so much.
Yeah.
All three of us.
all three of us.
Our only viewers, each other.
You know, we've probably made like 1,000 YouTube accounts separately so we could rewatch our videos and pump the views.
Put it on replay.
Yeah, exactly.
10-hour version.
So does that work?
No, I looked up a YouTube video.
No, I tried it
Wait.
last night. It doesn't work.
No, I really looked it up, and then some guy did it like 300 times. It says only 5 views.
Oh,
from that one
really?
person.
I think it
Yeah.
works on Spotify though.
Does it?
Really?
Because I remember artists I knew, they would literally like posting on TikTok and be like, "Hey, play my song, put it on a repeat, and just fall asleep with the volume down." Yeah, I swear that doesn't do anything, but I guess it worked for him.
I thought it depended on like the playtime for like the song or something
I'm
like
not
that.
too sure. We
right?
don't make music.
It's like a 20-minute song. It's like, please put it on repeat.
It's like however many like streams the song gets or whatever. Like that's how it makes.
Yeah,
money.
like we're on Spotify, right? Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Shit, when did we get on Spotify?
Damn, dude. Honestly, I'm fucking like brain dumped too. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like my brain's like,
Probed.
yeah, it's been probed. Yeah.
What do you do when you don't know what to ask?
He probes their ass instead.
He brings more guests on.
Yeah, I bring even more guests on, so I make it even more difficult.
brother.
Yeah, exactly. My social media manager, you know, thank me later.
What's your brother's name?
Aiden.
Chip. Uh huh.
It's a good one. I've never heard of that one. I've never heard-
I'm an avid golfer.
Are you really?
I am.
Okay. Like,
Chip is crazy.
did you grow up playing golf?
Yeah, my brother's on tour. He's a professional golfer.
Wait,
Yeah.
so he's like
He's pretty
partaking in the
decent.
PGA Tour? Or?
Oh, he's playing for the web.com.
Okay,
Corn
okay,
Ferry Tour.
okay.
But yeah, I played. Well, I still play, but I used to play competitively until I was like 16.
Why'd you stop?
Just like the pressure. It's just, I mean, like golf, like you're just playing against yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, honestly, like for me, people ask me all the time, like, do I play golf? I'm like, no, I don't play golf. I've been fucking traumatized. Like my dad fucking like beat me with the fucking golf.
Oh
club.
yeah, me too.
yeah.
I mean,
It's
that's
about to be like, yes, we can trauma bond together. Yes.
so how did your parents come up with the name golf?
So my parents made a deal right before I was born. That
Tiger Woods. With Tiger Woods.
if I was a male or a female, that my parents would decide to name me based off my gender. So my dad would name me if I was a boy, my mom would name me if I was a girl. My dad, or I ended up being a boy, so my dad was like, yes, like he's a boy. Now I can finally name him after my favorite sport, golf.
Oh really?
Yes. And that's the
Damn.
whole like origin behind my name.
But that's a dope name, though.
I'm gonna name
You're
my
the
kid
first
Pickleball,
person
dude.
I've ever met named
That's
golf.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I'm gonna name my kid Pickleball.
I think you should name your kid Pickle, bro.
Pickle.
Pickle Rick.
Pickle, the Pickle first name, Rick middle name.
I don't.
At least they
Fan
gave
last
you an easy name to say.
Golf.
It's better than Taemin, you know,
Yeah,
or
honestly. Like,
Hyunbin.
Yeah.
that's like really basic Korean
Or Phil.
names, right?
Oh, sorry.
I don't even know what I would name my kid if I lost something. Oh, Baccarat.
Baccarat?
Yeah, maybe I would name my kid Baccarat or
Craps?
or crabs or like roulette.
Jack.
Roulette Lee.
These are some interesting
Name your kid
names.
Valorant, dude.
Valorant. No,
Immortal.
I still have to
Radiant.
show like I really want to have 5 kids to have like an esports team, but all male.
You want to breed an esports team.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna like literally like pump
But
out
it all
C9.
depends on the genes, right? So like, how good are you?
I was Immortal 2.
So you peaked Immortal too?
Yeah,
Okay,
but CS:GO was like the game I was really.
Mm-mm-mm.
I never hit global, but like Supreme.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's fun. I gaming, but like at one point I got way too addicted.
Right.
At gaming, so I just had to like.
You had to
stop.
like can stop completely.
Yeah, IRL money started going in, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
The gambling part.
Yeah, I'll have like $495 in my bank account, and then I'll be like, yo, if I put this on like a like a betting site of like CS:GO matches, I could double my money.
He was being big brain.
A
Yeah.
couple of our friends are doing that right now. They do it every single day, just a little bit. That's what he says. You just need to put $20 a day. That's all.
Honestly, I'm a little guilty of that too.
Whenever I go to
But another
casino or
adventure.
something, there's just like one bet I'll just go in somewhere and then I'll like play roulette for like a couple $100. If I lose it, I don't play again. If I win, I just keep playing.
Honestly, that's a good strategy.
There's a guy on TikTok who literally just goes to Vegas like once a month, bets blackjack twice with $500, so he could leave with $2,500 or he could lose $500. And he honestly he's my inspiration right now.
Is it a white guy?
Yeah, with like that
Yeah, okay. My little brother showed me that.
I love
like
that
not
guy.
too long ago. Yeah, he's like, we should do this.
He literally puts like a crumpled up bill in his hand. He goes, "Let's see what we can do," and then he edits it and opens it, and there's nothing there.
Every time.
Every time. But so far, how's your podcast going? Like your experience so far on it?
I mean, my experience so far with the podcast has been definitely eye opening for sure. It's made me rethink like who I am as a person. You know, like evaluate my goals. How I fucking view myself and shit. It's stuff like that. Yeah, I'm trying to like come up with a coherent sense right now. Honestly.
Sorry, like HB just got into a power pose.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on.
like,
you kind of scared
Yeah,
me. a little bit, like-
he had to like elevate himself for some reason.
You know how like Marvel characters always come in with that power pose?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Dude, are the bee stings hitting you?
No, my back hurts.
big broken. Child.
BBC.
Yeah, you
Yes.
turned what, like 32 next month? or
-7.
something? -7.
I can't do math. Dude.
Plus
Don't
eight.
do that to me.
It's all good.
Sorry. But yeah, podcasting, like honestly, it's definitely got me quoting you actually gotten me more organized in terms of like just getting everything fucking situated. Shout out to Levity Podcast episode 14.
I'm trying to remember what I said.
Let me remind you. You said something like, "Yeah, podcast has been like making sure I'm more organized, even the days
Lies.
I'm off."
Lies. All these things are lies.
Quoted back on episode 14, Taemin. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Taemin.
Woo. Does it sound like that?
He is the soundboard.
Woo. But like, I feel like you know what each one sounds like.
Yeah, I've been keeping track.
But you've been keeping track on the wrong one.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I am bad
If you want to be
alien.
hired as my sound engineer, like bro, you're gonna have to like.
No, I don't want
the
my vein
program.
popping out again. It's not the job for me.
I do want to ask though. So in terms of like doing the podcast yourself with your brother as well, what has been some lowlights? And you were talking about a little before our recording didn't work as well.
Yeah. So some lowlights that I've definitely gone through. There was a guest that I wanted to have on prior to y'all's episodes actually, but I made the mistake of forgetting my SD card, and I showed up to the place, and then before she even showed up, I texted her. I was like, "Damn, I forgot my SD card. I'm gonna go run and get a new one." And so I went to the store. I went to this like fucking like Vietnamese owned store. I don't even know if it's like Vietnamese
Fucking
or whatever.
Vietnamese, man.
I don't. It was some Asian. I don't fucking know.
the hell?
Yeah. What the hell, man? Fuck, man. So, anyways, I walked into the store and I was like, "You guys got any SD cards?" And they're like, "Yeah. We have over here." Gave me an SD card.
That accent's crazy.
Yeah, over here. Okay.
How much? 5,000 dong.
I give to you. So I got the SD card. Asked how much it was. Like $15. You want to buy right now? I was like, yeah, okay. I was like, I buy.
I feel like you met my dad.
Dude, I grew up around a lot of Vietnamese people, so I'm pretty well versed. What the fuck, man? Huh?
You buy or not, man?
Hey,
Get out of my
Joy,
store,
hey,
man.
man, what the fuck, man? You don't have money for me? What the fuck you doing inside my store, huh?
Yeah. $15, man. Hurry up.
So I bought it for $15, an 8 gigabyte SD card. I put it in my interface. That shit didn't work, and so I was just like, fuck. So they showed up at the meeting spot that we decided on. I pulled up next to her, and I was just like, yeah, hey, SD card's not working. I'm sorry that you had to drive all the way out here to fucking record a podcast that we ultimately didn't even record. So that whole day, I literally just
Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
for sure.
That whole day.
You
Dude,
got scammed, an asshole.
But like
I scam you.
working like solo like you do, it's like inevitable you're gonna go through problems like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was really demoralizing because like that whole day after that happened, I was just beating myself up for like that one mistake that I made, and I was just like, "Fuck, dude!" I was like,
Phil's laughing because he said he was beating himself.
Why are you laughing?
No, no, that's exactly what he said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
"Yeah,
No, that would I would.
yeah. I would beat myself off too.
Mostly at night.
yeah."
Oh yeah. The SD card didn't work. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, but when I like
Sorry, I get delirious around this time.
no, because like for me, something kind of similar is like if I get too drunk and I do something stupid, the next morning I'm like fuck.
Like you regret it.
Yeah. So what I usually do is just like try to like.
Jack off right after.
Just release it. Just release it.
I feel like not jerking off at a time like that would like.
That's a power play.
Because like all you're thinking
That's a
about
power
is
move.
jacking off. So like, it goes over your head, blue and red makes
Self-control.
purple.
Honestly, I could, like whenever I finish jacking off, it's just it's just my mind is so clear. I think better. I work harder. Like my life's better. You know what I'm saying? But only for 30 seconds.
That
right-
post
right
nut
after that-
clarity.
Yeah.
So how much work do you get done in those 30 seconds?
Huh?
You said you like your work's better, like
Yeah, no,
everything's
like
better?
I can find the cure to cancer, but then I forget about it like 30 seconds after.
It's pretty fast.
That is pretty fast. Yeah.
Are you
Usually-
guys all participating in No Nut November this year?
Do you guys actually believe in November?
Should we let's make a fucking bet on that.
What?
All right, but who's really gonna believe?
How are you?
like,
Yeah.
kinda-
How are you supposed to like actually
We all sleep in the same room.
verify?
Yeah, just don't be a loser. You know?
But how can you tell when,
Just-
if you're a
just
loser or
be
not?
honest. Like everyone's face will say it all. I'll look mad. Taemin will look mad. Phil will look mad. And then the happiest person is a liar. That person's fucking lying.
I think
That's
I
true.
tried like No Nut November in high school, maybe like to like 2 weeks. But like the whole reason we like all participated was because we all played football, right? So they were like, "Yo, we could all be just like super pissed on the field, and like just try not to like nut for that whole November." I think like, no, actually, no one.
He
lasted.
busted on the field and stuff.
No, there's actually
all his teammates.
I'm pretty sure a dude did end up like busting in his pants from I guess like his like dick just rubbing against his pants all the time.
So
All
he
that
probably-
friction, man.
Yeah, all that friction in like a game we're fucking practicing, just like busted a load.
Yeah, I mean he's cool.
Yeah, football more like nut ball, dude.
That's crazy.
But sorry.
That one needed a little bit
Yeah.
of work.
Sorry,
Yeah.
dude. Can you cut that out?
Oh, nah, I ain't. I'm keeping that one in, brother. I don't know about you.
Do you ever cut things out whenever you're doing your podcast?
No. Usually, I try not to cut things out.
Okay.
He
Um,
has more stuff in.
I only cut out the dead space.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do 2 passes. The first pass is like I put on the effects, I slap it on, I listen through, and then I do like rough cuts, and then I'll like fucking go do shit for the rest of the day, and then I'll come back for the second pass, and I'll kind of like listen to the whole thing again with like a fresh set of ears, and then just kind of like see if the flow is good or not.
Have you ever had any guests that were like, "Hey, like I don't like some of the stuff I said. Is it okay if you delete
I
it?"
haven't had that experience yet.
Oh.
Shit, why do
yeah.
we have so many of those?
Because I usually preface my podcast with like, hey, so this is just a conversation, right? Like you can say whatever you want, but if there's anything that you don't want in the podcast, just let me know and I'll take it out for you.
Yeah, we say that.
We say the same thing, and they
Really?
actually make us take a whole bunch of shit out.
Yeah, and it's just like the day before we post to.
They go absolutely feral.
No, like we had a big problem about this, and then so we just kind of ended up making an agreement like, hey, anyone, like no matter who it is, let us know like at least like a week before,
Yeah, around there.
because we're like stacked up on episodes. So like if someone comes on this week, the episode will come up like 3 weeks later.
Okay.
right? And then we double check again. We're like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's do it." And I'm like, "Okay." And then we send them the shorts and everything. They're like, "Actually, we're about to go to bed. It's like
See-
9 p.m."
See, I think that's where you messed up though. It's just like you send them like all your clips. I literally just send them like a whole ass like audio form, and I think like a majority of the time they'll like listen to like the first 10 minutes and like, yeah, it sounds good to me.
No, but think about it like this. Say you were to, because we make a lot of shorts, right? So what if the juicy parts is going to be the more controversial parts, right? So if we were to post a controversial part or a segment of that, they're like, man, I really didn't like that. Can you delete it? What are you going to do then?
Because we highlighted for them.
Yeah.
So like at that point.
Well, I mean, my podcast is a little bit more tame than yours, I would say, for sure. Definitely more tame for sure. So like if someone was to come up to me and be like, hey, like I don't want this on the podcast, but like, all right, that's fine. I'll just cut it out. I'll just delete it. Like this no issue to me.
That's fine. I don't even have an SD card.
I forgot. Yeah, no worries. I forgot to press record. Like, don't even fucking worry about it.
Did you end up going back and like trying to get a refund?
No.
Dude, I would have been pissed. I would have gone back and been like, hey, you listen, man.
Dude,
Fuck you.
I don't got the
generations before.
time or energy to go back to that same fucking store that I fucking randomly walked into, got haggled into buying an SD card, 8 gigabytes for $15.
Was it like a
It was a
brand?
micro SD card. Nah,
But did it say like SanDisk or anything on
nah,
it?
hell no. That shit was off-brand as
It
fuck.
just said like Ho Chi Minh City.
Vina disc.
Re-end this.
No, I'd be pissed if someone sold me an SD card that I had to use.
That didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah.
That's crazy. This man's selling pieces of plastic for $15
For
a pop.
$15.
Yo.
He literally brought Vietnam over to the US.
Yo, I just found out how we can become rich.
Scamming people? What the fuck, David? Can you not promote this for our name? God damn it.
Oh shit, no, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're talking about we're just joking. Serious things, not so serious.
Yeah. Levity. Oh yeah. So please, like, segue. Levity Podcast. How do you guys like? What's the whole like gist of the Levity Podcast for listeners unaware?
I got you.
Yeah.
So like how we came up with Levity, right? Yeah, great question. Phil thought about the idea and we were like, yeah, maybe.
Honestly, I wasn't full on board with it in the
I'm
beginning.
saying, right?
Because I was like, I don't even know what this means. I was like, the word sounds fun because like Levity. But
You really think we're joking because me and Taemin were like, nah, like what the fuck that. And Phil, you can see Phil's veins. So like when Phil gets upset, you can see the veins start forming all over his head. So I was like, Taemin, Phil's getting mad. Taemin's like, you know him better. What should we do?
no, it was like frustrating. Not for me, but for Phil. Because he was like, yo, how about Levity, right? And then I start pumping out names. And it's just very inappropriate, controversial names. And at the end of like this 30-minute talk, we agree on Levity. And Phil's just like, what the fuck did we run in circles for?
It's crazy.
I want to know, like, after spending this whole basically 2 hours with you, right?
Oh yeah. For sure.
It seems to me, right, like you have a lot to say, but you don't really say it.
Yeah, what
Like,
you
you have a lot going on in your head, right? And you pass it off as like punchlines, but like what's really going on up in there?
Yeah,
You
dude.
don't wanna know. You can't probe this mind of mine.
So you still haven't answered the question. I guess that's
So golf. Let me explain to you exactly what happened.
You're gonna reverse it on me?
So this
Okay.
no, I'm telling you like the mindset between having multiple hosts.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh shit, they're taking care of it. I can sit back a little, and when I can throw in my joke, I can do it. So now Phil's thinking real hard while I'm talking. So now he should be ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
is
what's the
that
question
how that- Honestly, that's a really good thing to do though. It's like if someone hits you with like a question,
You
other
gotta
two will
back each
pick
other up.
Yeah.
That's the
Other two
only
will
thing
back-
you can do. So if no one backs each other up, it's really awkward, right?
Yeah.
You don't have anything to
Yeah.
say.
Oh,
You gotta say
I've-
some
yeah.
stupid shit like, so like, would
I've
you
been
suck a
through
dick
there.
for $1 million? Like, you gotta
Honestly,
say
yeah,
something on the spot.
yeah.
I think our kind of relationship on the podcast is like rather me or HP will kind of start off with the question, and then I'll try to like go a little deeper and like ask a different question to just connect it, and then Phil just throws out the punchlines
Yeah, you know how you do the memes on the actual shorts?
Yeah, you
That-
do it
that's
on-
me on the actual podcast.
live. But I mean, like each of our like episodes haven't been like similar because the guests are so different. So there will be times where it's more educational over like troll, but you could see like Phil switch on and off from like which one to do.
Yeah. It's either one or the other. I'm not very good at doing both.
So it mainly depends on the guest that comes on.
Yeah.
Because like one episode he would be like, oh, 401ks, Roth IRAs. Next one is like, yo, I would suck poisonous stuff out of penises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either like troll, like full troll mode, or like I'm like trying to learn and shit.
Mm,
It's like that.
okay.
It's rather we're sober or we're drunk.
Yeah.
That's
What?
I used to come on podcasts like hammered.
Someone told me that I should, someone told me, no, I was gonna say, no.
Word got around quick.
No. Someone told me that I should get all of my guests drunk so that they can say some like controversial shit.
No,
'Cause you know
yeah.
how like controversy sells, right?
I don't think you need. Yes, I agree with that
Right.
controversial sells, but I
Okay.
don't think you need to get them hammered to
No.
get them to say stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what I mean by
I don't think like hammered, but like a couple
Tipsy.
drinks. Yeah.
yeah, something just to make them feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more so how you like ask the question, I guess.
Mm.
And then you got to be a little more curious, or like force them to kind of bring it out, or like kind of put your foot in the door just
Right.
to see if they're willing to like
Kind of like fishing, almost like
fishing.
you're fishing.
You're fishing for it. So, which sounds a bit manipulative, but
Right,
like,
right.
fuck, we got to do our job too.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
exactly.
You're the best at that.
That's fucked up.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Reference to the Levity Podcast episode number
know.
34.
I
something
don't
like that.
HB's a great. He's a master manipulator.
Masturbator.
We're
some
going
say.
back to this.
Yeah. I
I mean, sometimes you just gotta bank on, what we said before,
like I said before, like I didn't know I was on that podcast until the 10th episode. See, it was funnier the first time.
No, for sure.
Have you guys ever had like an awkward like moment with your guests?
Of
All-
course.
every episode.
Every
the
episode?
time.
Every episode.
How do you guys handle that?
We just kind of go, okay, we'll reset 3, 2, 1, and then start off. I mean, that 3,
Yeah.
2, 1 and starting off like that phrase will give them a little more time to like think about what they want to.
Kind of, recollect
Yeah,
themselves
yeah.
with whatever.
I mean, but that's why we edit this shit.
Yeah, the shit
You also
out of
take
it.
breaks in between too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, imagine so one awkward moment would feel like is someone zones out and they're like, "Hey, what do you think?" And you're like, "Fuck, what I say?"
Like, damn, why you pick me out of all people?
When a guest zones out, it like
Yo.
hurts.
yeah, this shit.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, they're not having a good time.
It's crazier when
Like
I
shit.
zone out.
Dude, it's especially like hard for me because like we're one-on-one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time I have like one-on-one guests, so like I can visibly see right in front of me my guests like either losing interest,
Mm-hmm.
like zoning out, or just like just fucking brain farting. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, bro, I need to like do something to like help them out, like just
Just try to
kinda-
like tickle them.
yeah,
you know,
little
lighten up
little
the mood a
light probe,
Mm-hmm.
not a full on probe, just gotta
Yeah.
probe
No,
it.
I mean, so how long are your episodes before the cuts that you make?
Usually about like an hour, 5 minutes, an hour.
So
10
sometimes
minutes.
ours will go over like 2 hours.
2
right?
hours.
I mean, just because like, okay, let's say I bring in a guest, all they see is like 7 Asian dudes that they've never met before, and they have to kind of just get comfortable, right? So we'll like talk about regular stuff for like 30-40 minutes until they finally crack, and then we could really get to know them. So it's a little harder with three of us, but I mean it gets a lot more entertaining towards the end. If I was like doing this alone, I feel like I would have to do a lot more prep work.
Would you guys run a podcast alone versus how y'all are doing it right now?
No, I'm really happy with this group, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like, realistically, all jokes aside, though, I feel I'm very blessed with this group. I didn't think that we were gonna have a good group of people that are so willing to do a lot of stuff like how we've been doing from the background. Shout out to like Aaron, Sam, Phil, Helen just got on as well. So that's been awesome. It's been a blessing. Not to mention starting it with Taemin and Phil. It's been just amazing. It's been an amazing output for everything that we've been putting in.
Yeah, we have a
Right.
dope ass team now.
Yeah.
We started off as just us three, and then we just kept growing.
The whole thing that we got together for a reason, it was HB and Phil actually had a podcast before Levity, and they had to stop doing that just because the other member, I mean, everyone just kind of had stuff going on in
Right.
their lives and stuff.
Life happened.
Yeah. But for me, like when we thought about me doing it, I was like, okay, whatever, I'll do it because I used to stream. So I mean, that was like if I stream 4 to 6 hours a day, I'm talking to myself anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, or talking to the chat. So it was a lot easier for me. So I just
I mean, there's that too, but you're already good at public speaking, and you're very used to talking to a larger like group of people.
You're really good at like articulating your words and like getting your point across.
Thank
It's like
you.
I'm not
Oh, but I think like just being on social media at an early age definitely helped. But I just love to like getting to know people. I feel like I know more people outside of Georgia than I know people inside of Georgia. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I'm having a blast.
It's definitely been like a journey, like I said. You know how before the recording stopped, we talked about how it's the adventure. That's like the way I view it is like One Piece. We talked about it before, right?
I love One Piece, bro. My phone case is One Piece.
I'm saying, but like,
Yeah.
like for me, it's like all of us are on a boat and we're just trying to view the different islands of life.
Yeah.
That's kind of how
I like how
view
you mentioned that in the latest episode 14 on the Levity Podcast. Yeah, you were like, or no, I think it was you who mentioned it, right?
What,
It was one of you two. So,
Yeah.
so one of y'all mentioned One Piece about
yeah, it
how
was
like
me.
like
yeah.
building up a pirate crew, like
Yeah.
you know, getting your friends on board, like exploring the world and shit. Like that's my end goal too.
Which of the crew members do you think we are?
I've never watched One Piece.
Can I be Chopper?
You're definitely not Chopper. He's Chopper for sure.
Can I be that guy
He's
with
Chopper
green
for
hair?
sure.
He wants to be Zoro.
That's
Yeah,
Chopper.
yeah, that guy. That guy look cool.
I guess you could be Zoro. You give off Zoro vibes. You definitely give off like Brooke vibes.
You're a bitch. You. So who am I? Rocky.
You're Taemin.
What was the name?
Chopper?
Chopper. What does he do?
He's a reindeer.
He's a reindeer.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. My dreams are coming true. Oh, you actually called me the Rudolph the Red-Dick Reindeer. Yo, it's crazy how life just goes full circle.
So can you give some more like detail on red
Rudolph the Red-Dick Reindeer.
Yeah, Rudolph the Red Dick Reindeer.
Because we were talking about our penis this past episode.
The color on a
blue
penis.
ring.
Yeah, so it's like Roy G. Biv or like a balayage.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just my dick.
Well, I got the rainbow on his feet.
But I mean, yeah, we talked about a lot of penises throughout like 16 episodes.
My dick doesn't do that though. I'll tell you.
There's no way your dick is just one solid color.
It's not red. Rudolph the Red.
You don't have like weird like skin pigmentation on your dick.
Huh? What is your dick like Neapolitan ice cream?
No. You know how like your skin is made of pigments, right? Like sometimes there'll be like patches of your skin where it's like a different color. Like you don't have that.
Black, yellow, white.
Somewhat, but it's not. It's not like I feel like when he describes it, it sounds way crazier. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he definitely.
Mine's
makes
is
it
more
sound-
subtle. You know what I'm
He
saying?
definitely makes it sound fucking
Yeah.
insane.
Shit, something wrong with my dick. Fuck. Now you got me thinking. Shit.
So speaking of, bringing up past episodes and stuff, like what would you say that y'all's niche is for the podcast?
Talking about dicks.
Our niche. I think
I feel like that's a question we still struggle with today.
that is a fact as well.
Because when you asked me that before we started recording for our brainstorm session, I was just like, damn, like what is my niche? But then like I don't necessarily want to put myself in a niche, even though it's good to like niche down so you can like get that audience. Like how I describe it is just like a documentary on my life, right? Like I'm just interviewing people that I've like met throughout my life that I think are cool, and I just kind of want to like probe their minds, basically.
I think that with the direction that we want to go to, our niche right now would be like a talk show, basically with like segments in the middle of it and stuff like that. But like a late night talk show,
Right.
Yeah,
So
but-
would y'all like transition from podcast to talk show?
yeah, I mean, we're also thinking about like not just putting up podcast stuff, but we even put like skits up too. Yeah, I mean, for me, like growing up on YouTube, it was like
Just
Niga
Kidding
Higa,
Films, Niga
yeah,
Higa.
JK Films, Wong Fu Productions.
Yeah.
Like those are the guys I grew up watching, and
yeah.
like with a team like that, that's kind of how I like view us. But I mean, it's a lot more work. We haven't started it yet, but I think the direction we're trying to go towards is kind of like a talk show.
Okay.
All of it is just prepping and being ahead.
Yeah.
That's what I got to realize.
Like building up the foundation first, right?
Without a doubt. That being said, like me, Taemin, and Phil, we always talk about what can we do to get ahead. That's the first important thing. What can we do to get ahead, and what can we do to break through to the next step? Because if you're ahead and you're not doing anything with it, there's no point in being ahead.
Yeah.
But if you're actually breaking through and thinking about, okay, what can we do that's a big leap of faith for us to experiment and see if it's working or not. So that's kind of where we're at right now, actually, because right now we just finally got ahead with like a whole bunch of shorts, like pushing like hours and hours into long form, short form.
Yeah.
Like, everything that we're doing, putting time in.
I have to do that. Fuck. Shit.
Punchlines are crazy. No, but on the real side, it's just really hard. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it does.
And
Not a lot of people understand. Like,
Yeah,
there's
the
a lot that happens.
back end stuff is
Yeah.
crazy, dude. It's not easy.
It's not easy at all running a podcast, especially if it's like something small like this. Like, I don't get a lot of listeners, followers, but
Shit,
like,
we don't either.
I mean, I honestly look up to you guys, like your views and shit. I'm like, damn, bro, they got like 100 views on like their episodes. Like, shit, I'm trying to be like that. Like,
Dude, thank you.
We
No, like,
just
honestly,
recently
honestly.
hit our first 10K video.
Yeah,
real?
on TikTok.
on
oh
TikTok,
shit,
That was
nice,
crazy.
Nice.
When
that-
that happened,
You
I
guys
was
know
like,
what clip it was?
It was the one about was it about
green flag.
the green flag? I talked about leaving like women sanitary stuff. On this, yeah.
People really liked it because I guess I'm assuming if it was from my girlfriend's perspective as well, it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, guys should be doing this.
Yeah.
They still
Taemin
need to-
is so good. Taemin is
Ideal
epitome,
boyfriend.
yeah,
Oh
ideal.
my gosh.
So green flag.
Little
green
do they
flag.
know, my
He has a
glove
red dick.
compartment is empty.
Sometimes you gotta say shit and then make it work around it,
Yeah.
even though it's not true.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
part of storytelling.
honestly,
That's what I
that
realized.
really is. Like, you have to like learn how to weave a story to like get people interested.
That's what he taught me. It's
What
like
I tell you?
being able to create a story and exaggerate it, and also with the captions, thumbnails, and everything.
I only spit facts. I don't know about y'all.
That's true. That's true.
Big
I-
facts.
That's why he's punchline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I should put that on your shirt. Quote, punchline quote on the Levity shirt. It's gonna be your uniform. Your uniform. Yo, so we wear like onesies on
Yeah,
our
I was
podcast,
actually
right?
about to ask you about the when you said
Yeah,
uniforms.
like
So what was the whole concept behind that? Like,
so Phil is the one that came up with that concept.
Mm-hmm.
I hate sweating so much.
Bro, at least you don't got eczema, bro. That shit's tough.
No, yeah, that shit's tough. Yeah, sucks for you. But the first time I ever thought about like, yo, I should make t-shirts. I'm like, man, I really hope we just start wearing these t-shirts instead of the onesies. No, it gets hot, especially when you're drinking.
Yeah.
And you're in like a smaller space with like 10 people. What do you mean stop drinking?
You know, sometimes some people need to be under the influence to be
He's
themselves.
good regardless.
Nah,
That's true.
dude,
I mean, you're not under the influence right now, are you?
Hell no, he's not. I know he's solid without it.
no, I'm not under influence. I just have to wake up and have at least one shot before functioning.
My bad.
Yeah, you're good.
My bad. I should have expected that and thought about it sooner.
Yeah.
Been a bit more thoughtful.
Yeah.
Got your poopery in your toilet.
Don't let it happen next
My
time.
bad. My bad. My bad. It's on me. That's on me.
But yeah, no. So you came up with the concept
Yeah.
for why? Like, what was the whole reasoning behind Piglet, Pooh, and Tigger?
I felt like it just added, like I was trying to build like a brand around the word levity. So it was just like having lightheartedness, just like throughout life and stuff like that. Because life can get like serious or whatever sometimes, but just like finding like the lightheartedness and like the humor and everything. So I feel like that's what what's it called? Like when you, like the characters that I chose really embody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
So
also, oh sorry, but also if like we're talking about something serious and you see three dudes in a onesie talk about something serious, that's kind of like levity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and can you remind me again, please, what levity means?
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta read this off. Talking about serious things, not so seriously. TM.
The way they were so on sync. The
Dude,
moment you
God.
said that, Phil turned around after he
No,
was ready to
apparently
read
that
it.
quote is our intro, and I did not know.
You did not know we're not using
I
your
w- I-
laptops either.
I wasn't invited to the meeting. I
God
guess.
damn it, David.
Fuck. I quit.
Speaking of meeting, right? So like, how difficult is it to like, I guess, kind of lead a team of 5 plus pieces? You guys said 7, right?
Yeah, about 7 people.
How hard is that? Like managing 7 people.
Honestly, it hasn't been too hard. like, cause we.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Yo.
Let him talk. Let him cook. 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 Let him cook.
Go.
Oh, I like just because like all of us just kind of like resonate off each other, right? So it's kind of like a work line, right? Phil does the long form, and then Aaron goes into and makes some of the jump cuts, and HP also makes some of the jump cuts, and Sam does too. And then Aaron does the captions, and then all the way down at the bottom of the food chain, I'm doing the memes. but so far I don't think we've ever like argued before, like about editing and stuff like that.
What I meant by that is like we're not arguing, or I don't think we've ever really had like issues where we're like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? But it takes a lot of communicating, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Like, and how are we managing that part? Call everyone every day, or text them every single day,
Okay.
and see. This is the way I always viewed life. You can't just think about it as a business and it's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It's about a relationship.
Yeah.
So I put the relationship, or try to put the relationship first before the podcast itself. So I try to always make sure, is this guy okay? This person, I call pretty much everyone almost.
Like words of affirmation helps a lot.
Like checking up on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like if one of our editors like put it in a video and saying like, "Hey, I just finished this," we'll all be like, "Yo, great job!
Yep.
That's fucking dope!"
Yep.
Like make sure that like he knows that we, how
appreciate
highly,
that
we
shit.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But words of affirmation is definitely huge.
Like definitely
Huge.
like team building for sure is like something important, especially when like
That's everything.
yeah,
in my opinion.
Because like if your team fails, then the work that you're putting out as a team will also fail too. Yeah. One Piece.
we fell
Right, Phil?
together.
Yeah.
So we've never like really. I don't think we've ever like led the team, right? I think everyone.
Yeah, so like how is like the dynamic of that? Like I
HP's
know
the
you
group
guys
leader,
joke
dude.
around of a group
Jesus.
leader being HB, right? But like is there like one person, one voice that's like say all, like be all, like final decision? Or is it more of like a democracy where like the group votes
I
on
don't.
something?
I don't like the idea of one voice dominates all. Personally,
Oh my bad.
I don't like the idea. Fucking Dave. I don't like that idea. What I mean by that is like, yes, I think there's a certain level of idea that you should push for, but it should also be like checks and balances.
Okay.
Like, say I had a great idea and it was only my idea that I feel like it was great, and everyone thinks it was dog shit. It's a dog shit idea. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah.
So more so than just like pushing out one specific idea, we're like, why don't we try everything? And then we can see and visually see ourselves if it's good or not.
Okay.
That's one thing that he's good at, is just like pushing out ideas, and we're like, fuck it, let's try it.
Oh, so you're the idea machine.
I just find something fucking funny online, and right then and there I send it to the guys, and I'm like, yo, we should try this.
Okay.
Like I've been laughing for 30 minutes straight.
And then we just pretty much try to make it a reality after that.
I mean that like so as a team before this podcast, we're just trying to figure out something to do as a team just to see how we would work together. with
Right,
it.
right.
And for me, like how I separate it is like me, when an idea comes to me, I'm just like, fuck it, let's do it. Stop talking about it. Let's just fucking do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we started, because like we started like over analyzing a lot of stuff before we even started, and that hurt a lot. But
What do you mean it hurt a lot? Like it just
like
hurt like
I just felt like for me, I worked alone all the time, right? So I just did whatever I needed to do. But like since like HB and Phil are more like logical people and broke down like the technicality of like a podcast and stuff like that, I'm like, fuck, like I don't know if I could do this anymore.
But as he's saying that, you get to realize you need a balance of both, because it's just as much as you want to get the logistics out and you want to figure out if it's perfectly well done or not, you get to realize there's no perfect answer for anything.
Yeah, yeah.
So in terms of that, he's right.
Yeah.
You just need to do it.
Yeah,
And
you just
after
have
that,
to
figure it out along the way, and then you'll get the perfect route after that.
I mean, shit, that's like the whole theme around like season 1 for me of like probing aliens. Like I themed it after the invasion. One, because it kind of ties into like the whole like lore I'm trying to build up with like the brand, and then like invasion is like a chaotic scene. Like it's like if you're imagining an alien invading planet Earth, like that shit's just like chaotic, messy, like it's all over the place. So I kind of view like season 1 as like the pilot season for
How
Probing
many
Aliens.
episodes are in a season for you?
12.
12.
Yeah,
Oh, it's like a
12.
full Netflix season.
Yeah, basically.
Oh wow.
Or like an anime show.
So how are you gonna differentiate the seasons by? Are they gonna be different like?
Different themes.
Themes,
Yeah, that's all I can say. That's all I'll leak for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
definitely cooking up in the lab though.
Coming soon.
Yeah,
Let him
coming
cook.
soon.
Yeah, let him
Yeah,
cook.
yeah.
Let him cook.
He is cooking.
But so far, you've so we would be considered the 6th episode.
Yeah, you guys are
Sixth
considered
episode?
the 6th episode.
What's something that you think you've learned throughout the last 6 episodes you've done?
Yeah, because you're at the halfway mark now.
Yeah, I'm basically at the halfway mark. So I've definitely learned that how I present the guest matters a lot.
Yeah.
Because how I present them, it ultimately at the end of the day reflects me as a host, and it reflects the brand in general.
It's a fact.
Yeah. So like if that episode or if I portrayed the guest like poorly, then that's my job.
Yeah.
That's a failure on my part as a host. So I definitely learned that, like how to speak better, basically how to hold a conversation better.
Is there a guest that you like? Your one celeb guest that you really, really want on?
Yeah, I want fucking Kid Cudi on this guest.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi. Yeah. I want Kid Cudi.
Damn.
That man is like my idol, my inspiration.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I fuck with him.
Day and night. Yeah.
Shit, who would ours be?
Yeah. I want to hear this.
I would love to have like Elon on.
Elon is a good one.
That'd
I'd
be
love
crazy actually.
I mean, yeah.
He's been appearing on a lot of like podcasts, like interviews lately on Twitter.
There was like this one dude. Sorry, there was this one dude that's like big. He's a YouTuber, but he like stood outside of Elon's office for like 300 days or something until he can get like a selfie with Elon. And then the security was like, you can take a selfie with him, but you can't take a video with him. And he was like bawling his eyes out outside of like SpaceX. It was hilarious.
He camped outside of SpaceX for 300 days.
Or something like that. It was like something crazy. And he wasn't even from America.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Nuts. But yeah.
How do you stay in America for over 300 days?
Dude, I don't know. But it was like some kind of challenge he had. Oh, it was 100 selfies with 100 celebrities. Yeah, that's what it was.
Interesting.
He was committed.
Committed.
I didn't know any of the celebrities until he hit Elon. They were all like C-list like TikTokers or something.
That's lit.
Yeah, they were. Well, I shouldn't speak. I'm a D-list TikTok.
Okay, so yours is Elon
Yeah.
as a celeb guest.
Me?
Yeah.
Shit. I think it's a really good idea if you ask Phil first, because I'm still
Okay.
thinking about
Okay.
mine.
Yeah. Well, I'll steal your idea of bouncing off the host, Phil.
Mine was Kobe until he passed away. Yeah.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace to a legend.
Rest in
Yes.
peace.
But nowadays, I don't know. Like maybe Kanye, even though like he has like a lot of scandals and things going on.
Kanye would be nuts on a
Yeah.
podcast.
Kanye would be.
I still like picking his brain would be super interesting.
Oh,
Or
okay.
maybe like Jay-Z or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Was he on Joe Rogan? Kanye?
I think he was.
Was it? I don't know.
I think he
think so, yeah.
was. Yeah.
How about you, HP?
Shit. Yeah, that's right. Kobe would probably would have been my like interview that I would have wanted to do too. I'm not just stealing it, so I'll pick Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Man, I just had to one up me, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just need to think about someone that I feel like I can resonate with, as in like,
Because you always take things personally.
yeah. Fuck.
But you heard what Michael Jordan said like a few months ago, what the hardest sport on earth is?
Golf.
Golf.
Yeah. He said golf by far is the hardest sport.
Yeah.
Why you
Golf
so
is
hard,
pretty.
dude? Oh,
Dude,
sorry.
I'm sorry. I just can't help my clubs. You know, like my wood.
So hard all the time.
Always putting it inside.
And putt putting.
Put in the butt.
Putt putt in the butt. Probe in the butt.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, like, I see that you guys specifically, like, you've met some like interesting people, like
Taemin's
especially
pretty cool.
celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
how did
really-
like that come about? Like,
Oh no! So I met him at the pool.
okay, yeah.
No, it's actually at a bonfire, actually.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like waving my pistol around and shit. Totally legal gun in Georgia, by the way. But yeah, that was fun.
Going back to your original questions, pretty much we used to sell shoes.
Okay.
Then we got really lucky, and then we got to meet a lot of celebrities. If you're providing value, people want something from you, and then they just keep asking for it. So we got to meet a bunch of celebrities like Lil Baby, Gonna Help Me Out, Neo,
Oh, shiesty.
Pusha
Offset.
Young Thug.
Offset.
Upset. Okay.
Only
Quavo.
rappers, huh?
Yeah, it was a lot of
Mostly
rappers.
rappers.
Who else did we meet? I think that covers about it.
Lil Durk.
You met Lil Durk.
My bad.
And you guys met all of these guys through sneakers,
Yeah.
like selling
Yeah,
sneakers.
yeah,
We just all shared that common bond of shoes. dude.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
surprised.
You've met your fair share of celebrities too, though.
Huh?
You've met your fair share of celebrities too, though.
Yeah, mostly athletes.
Mm.
Yeah, it's mostly athletes, but I think the coolest celebrity is probably Tiger Woods.
Oh, you actually got to meet
Yeah,
Tiger?
yeah, yeah. My brother was playing in
lit.
it. So my brother's a professional golfer, and we were playing a tournament. It was like I think top 50 U.S. kids versus top 50 European, and then so Nike's the main sponsor, and then they rotate which like Nike player comes. And that year, luckily, it was Tiger. And I remember my brother's like 16. He's a little like heavy-bodied 16-year-old. He's like, but he was like strong as shit. He was probably like squatting like almost like 4 plates when he was like 16, 17. He has like tree stumps as legs, upper body weak as fuck. But I remember there were so Tiger gets so what only the players and Tiger gets to go into the clubhouse and they just hang out. He does like a little TED Talk shit. I remember what like 2 things specifically from that day. Tiger shows up on the range with like 2 sheriffs next to him, and he just like looks at the kids like hitting their balls and stuff, and he just goes, "When I was your age, I was a lot better than you."
Damn.
Yeah, and then so he's super competitive. He's like Michael Jordan, right? And then he goes into the clubhouse. The kids are playing ping pong, and then my brother's a pretty decent ping pong player, and he beat Tiger, and Tiger literally was like, "Arm wrestle me," and then my brother was like, "I'm not gonna arm wrestle Tiger Woods when I'm 16 years old," and he just never seen Tiger.
Should have
after
leg
that.
wrestled him. With
Oh
those
my god. dude.
goddamn tree trunks.
After winning that, we still have a like. After winning that ping pong thing, my brother got a signed flag from him, and so we still have that at our house.
Yo, I didn't know
dope.
this. Though.
Yeah. I still have a video on my phone of like them together.
That's
Yeah.
dope as fuck, actually. I want to meet Tiger so I can.
But
you
when
know,
I
brag
heard
in
him
front of
say
my
like
dad.
those things, okay, I'm like, damn, he's a dick. But when I got older, I was like, damn, that's why he's like the best.
Yeah. The competitive spirit.
I don't know if I would go up to like a 15-year-old and be like,
You don't think so? Maybe like humble the kid a little bit.
Yeah, but like maybe be like, hey, like work on this, not like when I was your age.
Get good, buddy.
He starts doing like that fucking dance on Fortnite. Like. But yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, we could wrap it up here. It's like 50 minutes, but I don't mind.
50 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's been like 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours, bro. Yeah.
No, dude. And the funniest part about this is like we did record.
That shit was crazy.
We literally recorded a whole fucking episode before this episode. The Lost Files.
You know, I always think about it like this: like, once you have a guest on, and if it's a good experience, you can always have them on again.
No.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I always tell my guests like, hey, like, don't think that this is gonna be the last time you're on
Yeah.
this podcast.
I'm gonna find you.
And I will probe you.
I will probe you.
I will probe you.
I have a certain set of skills.
Your anus is mine.
Is there anything else that y'all would like to add, promote?
No. Our Instagram is Levity Podcast. You know, I can't. Yeah, if you just look up the Levity Podcast, we're on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
Facebook. Do we still have a Facebook?
No.
No, we don't have a Facebook. Coming soon.
Spell TheLevity cast CAST. The Levity Podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that shit sounds right.
No, the reason why I say that is because like I have a lot of people that I've met and they're like, "How do you spell levity?"
Really?
Yeah.
So
I've actually never heard of the word levity until y'all came out with.
yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know about it until
Yeah,
Phil
until
told me
Phil
about it.
told us about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you. And I think Phil like heard it somewhere else.
Oh, I heard it from Dave Chappelle, one of my favorite comedians.
Dave Chappelle. Oh, so Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he's on the list as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool list. But yeah,
Yeah, thanks, man.
yeah. Thanks for coming on, probing aliens. Yeah, I appreciate y'all wasting some time with me.
No, it's okay.
Until next time.
Until next time, I will see you again. Peace. Greetings, Earthlings. If you did enjoy this episode, please do give us a like on whatever platform you were watching this / listening to this on, whether it be YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Twitter, SoundCloud, Pocket Cast. We're also on socials like Instagram, TikTok, again, YouTube. So, Twitter. Don't forget Twitter. Yeah. So, go give us a follow. Check us out.